Hey, what's up guys? FastJakeDeLuca here with another gameplay breakdown, this time on drone, running the A94 with my quick draw and grip, EMP and C4, score streaks UAV, counter UAV, and lightning strike. And when I say gameplay, this is not going to be what you're used to seeing. This is not going to be a nuclear, not going to be 100 plus, not going to be dogs and swarm. This is more like what an average player looks like when breaking their gameplay down, trying to bridge the gap between where an average player plays and where an average player wants to play. So this is episode 7 of Bridging the Gap, and this kill cam right here is going to show up in a future episode. It is a primary reason why I stopped playing for so long, and it has more to do with where I was when I saw the gameplay versus where the kill cam showed it, and where the kill cam showed me aiming. But again, that's for a different episode. That's possibly a different series on lag. I think I'm going to call that one Lag Therapy, because I was I would instead of I don't know. It was almost like a temper tantrum I was throwing, but I think there were so many. I put out a video on lag, and I think there was a lot of talk on lag right about that same time, and right after that, or right before I put my video out, that's when I threw my little lag temper tantrum and quit playing for a while. And I think Treyarch may have possibly done a couple of patches or done something to change it up, and I believe what they changed up was the skill-based matchmaking, and they took more of the connection or ping or jitter and all that kind of stuff into account when they did it. So, but anyway, back to bridging the gap. The one thing I noticed when I looked at that kill cam is I was still aiming at the van, but somehow I aimed at the van, and his screen got red as if I was hitting him with my bullets at the exact moment. So let's look at that. I'm going to come down here, hit my UAV. Love the UAV now. It helps me out a lot. Come down the center aisle, which is a mistake. I should either go to the right or the left. But they can head glitch behind the van, behind the building, two sides of the van, behind the rocks. What I should have done was gone to the left. Up on that platform, I could see the ladder to see if they're coming from behind. I could see if they're going for B-dom. Instead, I go up the center and then go to the right. And I don't ADS in time, and I'm just a little bit behind him. I was getting hit markers, but I was a little bit off, so I thought, yeah, I deserve that. Then when I look at this, did you see that? I was shooting at the van. Let's look at that again, what my view was and what the kill cam view was. Here's me, I'm just a little bit off. I'm getting hit markers. I'm off, my aim's off, fair enough. And this guy's my nemesis in this game, man. He just kills me like crazy. Now let's look at the kill cam. And I've been watching a lot more of the kill cams when I do my breakdowns too, during the video play. Look at that. I was shooting towards the van. There's the next bullet that injures him. It's right there pointed towards the van. Now watch the continuous bullets after that. They're going towards the van too. I'm facing the van. That is the challenge for Treyarch on the whole way that this game is set up and the way that they manage the connections and the detail at which they show kill cams and the theater mode. So anyway, that's for a different series. Back to bridging the gap. This is going to be a little bit of a slow play, yet I still get a decent score. And I won that fight. That was a head-on fight. That was a fair fight, and I won it only because my ADS was on, and I shot immediately. So that was a good reaction time. I don't know if that was luck or because I've been focusing on this. And there's that guy killing me again with the hunter killer. So anyway, I'm going to slow play this a little bit, but I get a great score. When I first looked at this, I thought, man, what a beast gameplay. And 450 score per minute, which for me is like not quite double, but I think my average on Domination maybe 250, 270 or something. Again, I'm an average player, not that great of a player. Over 450 on this one, and decent KD, almost a 3. Now look at this. He's coming from the side. I can see on the mini-map all of his teammates are up ahead of him. I've got a guy behind me. I'm going to win that every time. He's not even looking at me, and I've already got ADS on him. Now, this must be him in the back. I've got my UAV on, and he's coming up from the back. I've got 2 guys, so he's got 2 guys to shoot at, which is a great distraction, different from a lot of distractions that I take advantage of. If I've got an enemy that's in an engagement with a teammate, I know that he's distracted. Here's another UAV. I see him. He's coming up here, going up the stairs. Turns, goes up. But when I can get somebody from the side or the back, especially when they're distracted or when there's a normal traffic pattern that I can take advantage of, here I'm using this guy more as bait. I'm waiting for him to swing around the corner, and He just happens to take the guy out and clears the way. Another thing people don't use enough is sound. I hear the shooting over to my right. I look at my mini map. I see that I have a teammate and an enemy, and it ends up being two of them glitched behind that barrel. I get to pick them up from the side. I mean, this is exactly what my gameplay should be. It should be flanking or navigating in such a way that I can take advantage of somebody who isn't even paying attention to where I am. I'm not where they are, focused on. This is what I should have done to begin with, because here you can get people going up to the B dom. I could turn around and go back up and look at the deck, but I was getting another UAV. Here's my slow play style. I'm sitting there, I'm letting the UAV go through to see where they're at. They were far enough away that I knew nobody was coming up through this little hallway here, and I could see them going up through there. Now, there's two ways you can go. This is a good way to get somebody to shoot you in the back. I was chasing these guys, but look at my mini map. I've got a guy back there capping A, so I know he's either going to be a distraction or get killed, or there's nobody back there. So that gives me the opportunity to come up behind them, catch both of these guys. Now I got my score streaks again. This was just a really good run for me, even though I made some horrible mistakes. Now look at this. I got a guy right in my face and I didn't even see him. I should have known that, and I should have gone up on that deck to the left there, where I was right before that. I should have gone up there instead of going through that alleyway. There was no reason for me to go up by the B-dom. Absolutely none. The only thing I could do is expect for them to come up and get in my face and get killed. Here's another one. Right there, I stuck around. I took on two guys. That was a mistake, and let's see why. I walk right up to that hallway there and show my shoulder. Then right there, I should have turned and run. I should have just left. There's nothing wrong with turning and running. That would have saved me a life. I could have continued my score streaks. Here's another thing I did. I just carelessly jumped over that. So there's two deaths right in a row that were careless. Actually, three if you look back at my when I called in the lightning strike. So now I'm checking around a little bit. Throw that, see a flak jacket, and I know they've been hiding behind that van. So I'm just shooting in the smoke, and I actually get it. I get him. So that's... there's some good things I put together here, and there's also some bad things. Going down prone here against that wall is horrible for prone blocking. Luckily, I was able to get up in time, and he wasn't looking at me. Now look at this. I see a guy right there, his head. He's going across through. Now, a month ago, I would have turned and chased him. But this time, after doing these, I check my corner first, because they've been coming up through there the whole time, and right there's another guy coming up. So I call in my score streak, throw the C4 just to make sure he was around the corner. Now I've got a teammate up there again, getting the attention of this guy. I get him from the side, and he's wide out in the open. Get another lightning strike. Slide that through there. It was kind of a bad lightning strike based on where they were and what coverage we have over this. But, I got a couple of deaths out of it, or kills out of it. This time I go through the middle, but I was ADS'd sooner. And would I have gotten him? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But, a decent gameplay that showed some more of the good things I did, although it could have been much, much better had I not done some of the foolish things that I still do, even though I know not to. But if I hadn't done those foolish things, I could have put an amazing streak together here. Probably had my best gameplay ever. But anyway, if you learned anything, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Please do. And until the next time, here's to Bridging the Gap.